Welcome back to CountyLine TV. Now that I have a car as special as the Silvia is, I plan on taking a lot more of my time and focusing on style. And don't get me wrong, I'll always be function over form, so the car will always perform better than it looks. But I want to focus some on style, so that's why I did like these end plates. And we're about to hit them with some paint. No runs, but we'll come back and get a second coat. I just don't want to apply it too heavily and get runs. I'm a liar. I'm not going to do a second coat. That stuff actually laid really good, and as it's drying, you can tell it's got like a little bit of opacity to it. So like as the sunlight comes through it, it just looks even like brighter and stuff. It's really sick. I'm actually super stoked about that. So we're just going to add a little bit of flake to it, and then we're done. The end plates for the wing are still drying, but this is pretty cool. From like 15-20 feet away, you can barely tell, but I just added, like where a lot of the fiberglass was cracked, I just added a bunch of duct tape that's red. And like I bet which that spot's over some zip ties too, so it's wrinkly, but like I bet in video and pictures from like trackside or whatever, you'll never even see all that. Getting really excited for this weekend. Just look at it. It's on the trailer. I didn't film putting it on the trailer because it's my first time putting this car on my own trailer. But it actually, this trailer is really low car friendly, so it loaded nice. But it's still like, I don't know, just a new experience. This car is actually, even though it's super wide body and has crazy big wheels and stuff on it, like it's actually still a pretty narrow car compared to what I'm used to. Like it's way narrower than either of the Corvettes, which I only have the C5 now, but it's way narrower than the Corvette, way narrower than my 370Z. It's a very narrow car compared to what I'm used to, so this actually makes it kind of nice. But it's on there. Tire machine's loaded up. We're bringing our big tire machine to this event. It's sunny. I'm sorry, I'm squinting at the camera. Gotta throw the generator on the trailer with it too, and then load up a bunch of wheels and tires. It's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend. And big shout out to my dad for helping me so much. He's sitting here strapping my car for me right now. MVP. Since all I did with the Silvia today was paint the end plates and put it on the trailer, I figured I'd go ahead and do my 370Z car check video since I do have this car back now. I've had it back for a couple days, but the lift was tied up because the Corvette was broke and stuff. And I wanted to do this car check on the lift. So here we are. This is my 370Z. It's magma red, which is an orange color. It actually looks really orange in the lighting, and here it looks a little more red outside. I hate this color. I like burnt orange, especially like Nissan's burnt orange that they did on the Altimas and 350Zs and stuff. I think it looks really good. This orange, gross. Don't like it. Anyway, I got this car for a steal. It is a 2014 sport model or whatever. Has active rev match and the big brakes and stuff, which I also hate the big brakes because it makes it hard to fit wheels. So by the way, if anybody has like standard base model brakes and they want to trade, I don't want any cash on top. I just want base brakes. So if you want these big Johnnies, they can be yours. The car is almost entirely stock right now. It has very few mods, none really drift related yet. Not really, at least. It's been at one of two fabricators' places almost the entire time I've had the car. Stu Kelly did my tow hooks, and Emery Domine did my bash bars, and those guys are awesome. I can't say how awesome those guys are. They're so awesome. So first thing I want to do is just basically show you the outside of the car and the inside of the car, which again is all stock for the most part. It has some bacon right there. You can't really tell in video, it's fine. Interior is pretty nice. I do have a replacement piece for that, so then the interior will be really nice. But other than that, nothing special. It's all stock. Let's go underneath. Going under the back of the car here, the first thing I want to touch on is the tow hooks and stuff that Stu Kelly did for me. With he runs SKM, Stu Kelly Motorsports. Check this thing out, man. It's really sweet, and he went way above and beyond. It's dirty right now, I apologize, but he went way above and beyond. He didn't just do something that clamped to the factory tow hook. He built an entire new one that bolts up where the factory one bolted to on both sides. There's more bolts up there that you might be able to see. So he killed that. That is a really intuitive design that just goes back to the factory location instead of using the factory one to start with. And then he also did this diff brace, which is also like really stout. You can tell it's made from thick metal. All the welds look great. It bolts up good. This car was the trial car, I guess, R&D car or whatever. So like it went through a couple of renditions before we got here, but we got here and it's perfect, and that's awesome. And then next thing we can touch on, I'll go outside in a second and show you something else that Stu Kelly did. But next thing I want to touch on is something that's really hard to see because I have bumpers on this car. Like, I have plastic bumpers, but he made me, you can barely tell, but nice bash bar with a jack point in the front. And you can kind of see a little bit of it through there. And it's not just bare metal, it's clear coated. But yeah, he made me a sweet bash bar. I wish I could show it to you not being covered up by the plastic bumpers, and I will eventually, but not right now. There's a rear one too. Jack point. You can see more of this one actually. And it is bare metal, so it's getting rusty. But we'll fix that this weekend. And then it also has that, and I'll show you something else here in just 1 second. This hole, as I'm sure you can guess, huzzah! And there's a pin to pin it into. So obviously I will link SKM and M & Sons Welding in the description below if you need 370Z bash bars, tow hooks. They also make other products. M & Sons does a lot of things for, sorry puppy, you see me, don't you? M & Sons does a lot of things for side-by-sides and stuff, and SKM, he has a lot of products for random drip bars. He has some FC stuff, he has some Z stuff. He's working on some 350Z stuff right now. Hopefully I'm allowed to say that. Sorry if I'm not. This is the front tow hook he made for 370Zs, and I think I'll actually be giving that back to him so that he can list that one for sale as like a used product, because that goes on the factory crash bar. And then as soon as he got done prototyping those and making them, I went and got bash bars done through M & Sons for their prototyping procedure or whatever. But anyway, all that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. Just a quick little car check on the 370. It's stock and has tow hooks, diff brace, and bash bars. And the Silvia's over there on the trailer, ready to go for 3 days of drifting this weekend. It's going to be sick. So I'll see you guys on the next one. We will be at the track next time. This video was kind of just thrown in here because I had some stuff to do and figured I'd film it. See you next time.